Luke 21:24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword. Those are our black brothers and sisters. And will be led away captive into all nations. That was our black brothers and sisters, ancestors that were taken into all nations by the Atlantic slave trade. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down by the Gentiles, who are our current white, Ashkenazi, Jewish people. And look up what ish on the end of the word means in the English language. And these Jewish Gentiles will trodden down Jerusalem until the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled. To you, my Gentile family members, the time of our reign has been fulfilled. It is now time for Jacob to rise to the head. Our black brothers and sisters that we have held captive underneath white supremacy for more than 400 years, they are the real Hebrews of the Bible.
It took me a while for me to realize it wasn't about me being right or wrong. The word is right. And what the word says is completely different from what they're going to teach you. I'm not going to teach you what's in that book. Got to read it. I was 5, started. By the time I was 8, I made it to Deuteronomy 28. At the end of Deuteronomy 28, I remember it clearly. I read it. I looked up and I said, wow, really? Wow, this is awesome. I was like, I know the only people that fit what's in this book of who it says that the true house of Israel is, the lost tribes of Israel. They're lost. You know, they say they're scattered. We don't know who they are. I know who they are. It's
Who
clear. It's you guys. It's
What do you mean by you guys?
the folks that were sent through the transatlantic slave trade.
And that the Bani Israel line, majority dark-skinned. Sayyidina Solomon alayhi salam, dark-skinned, is Queen Bilqis of Sheba, dark-skinned.
In this video, we take a look at who the true Hebrews of the Bible are and who the Gentiles of the Bible are. There has been a lot of brainwashing that has gone on over the centuries about who the true Hebrews of the Bible are. And in this video, these two white people from the United States of America explain who the true Hebrews of the Bible are, as well as who the Gentiles of the Bible are. So let's watch the following clips and we'll come back here and discuss further about it. But before we watch the videos, if you haven't yet liked this video, kindly like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Let's watch the videos together.
Hi.
Alright. What did you say to me? You said you read Deuteronomy 28 and you said what?
I read the whole Bible. I started when I was 5 because my mama was either going to make me sit there and listen to her read it for an hour a day, taught her to let me read it for myself. Took a while. I was a kid, you know, King James Version. I prayed for understanding, and maybe because I was a child and I really meant it, I was able to get it. Because I started reading, everything I was reading was not lining up with what they teach you on Sunday. And I kept reading, it kept being different. And I was a kid, so I thought maybe I was reading something wrong or I didn't have some understanding. It took me a while for me to realize it wasn't about me being right or wrong. The word is right. And what the word says is completely different from what they're going to teach you. I'm not going to teach you what's in that book. Got to read it. I was 5, started. By the time I was 8, I made it to Deuteronomy 28. At the end of Deuteronomy 28, I remember it clearly. I read it. I looked up and I said, wow, really? Wow, this is awesome. I was like, I know the only people that fit what's in this book of who it says that the true house of Israel is, the lost tribes of Israel. They're lost. You know, they say they're scattered. We don't know who they are. I know who they are. It's clear. It's you guys. It's
What do you mean by you guys?
the folks that were sent through the transatlantic slave trade. The folks that are still in the lands of their captivity. Israel is in the lands of their captivity. There is no creation of the so-called Jewish state of Israel in 1948. That does not fit prophecy. There's people over there that call themselves Jews. They call their own selves Ashkenazi. If you go look at Genesis chapter 10, 1 through 5, it tells you Ashkenaz is descended from Japheth, Noah's son Japheth, not Shem. That means he's a Gentile. I'm a Gentile. You know, we're Gentiles. And I mean, like, I wasn't brainwashed. I got the Bible before they do the brainwashing of the programming and try to make you think Egypt is white, which is ridiculous because it's Africa. So, you know, all that's Africa. So, you know, I'm thinking clearly because I'm reading, I know what's going on, you know. And, like, I was a weird kid. I thought a lot. I thought about things. And, you know, my mom, she was really cool because she never taught me no kind of hate. She taught me to respect.
So what you say about the 1/3?
Okay. That Bible that's told me the truth about the fake Jews, in Revelation 2:9, Revelation 3:9, you know they run everything. I got to throw this in there. They run everything. The media, the entertainment industry, the banking, the world, pretty much. All the wars we fight is because they tell us to go kick ass. That's what America is. We are the Satan's military arm. And why I say Satan, Revelation 2:9, Revelation 3:9. I know those who say they are Jews, but do lie, and are of the synagogue of Satan. We done read they Ashkenazi, they Japheth. I mean, it's clear.
So what you say that about the 1/3 ruling the earth?
Okay, well, here's how I know that that's true. 1/3, because that's true, so the rest of it's true. You guys' story's in there, and it's all true. Lines up perfectly. It's all thing that makes any kind of sense. 1/3 of all nations will be left at the very, very end.
You said
and
of
1/3,
Israel, right?
1/3 of Israel. You guys are going to be on top, y'all.
I want you guys to listen to this very important message this brother had to say. You can tell by his body language and mannerism that he is sincere in everything that he has to say. This truth can no longer be hidden, y'all. Check this out.
Hey there, my family. This is your brother Dana, and I'm coming to you from the city of Atlanta. You know, the decision today from the Supreme Court was not a shock to me, because we know that every system in this nation, including the justice and the Supreme Court, was made to sustain, maintain, and above all else, protect white supremacy, white power, white privilege. But see, this is what my white family don't understand. And what they don't understand is the time of us Gentiles is up. The time of the Gentiles is up, white family. So it doesn't matter about your military power. It doesn't matter about your president in the office. It doesn't matter even about the Supreme Court's decision to protect your white supremacy. Because the Bible says that the time of the Gentiles will come to a fulfillment. And you are the generation to see and witness the fulfillment. Luke 21:24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword. Those are our black brothers and sisters. And will be led away captive into all nations. That was our black brothers and sisters, ancestors that were taken into all nations by the Atlantic slave trade. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down by the Gentiles, who are our current white Ashkenazi Jewish people. And look up what ish on the end of the word means in the English language. And these Jewish Gentiles will trodden down Jerusalem until the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled. To you, my Gentile family members, the time of our reign has been fulfilled. It is now time for Jacob to rise to the head. Our black brothers and sisters that we have held captive underneath white supremacy for more than 400 years, they are the real Hebrews of the Bible. And what took place in Egypt to the powerful Pharaoh and his kingdom will be exactly what takes place into this mystery Babylon, the United States of America. As God, or the Most High God, comes to set His precious, chosen children, our black brothers and sisters, the real Hebrews of the Bible, free. And so there is no Supreme Court ruling. There is no president, no army, no intelligence that you can have to hold back the Most High Yah God coming to get his children. Remember, Pharaoh thought he was all that in a bag of chips too.
And they have been warned over and over again to let us go, but still we are kept in captivity. This is why TikTok has done what it done to the majority black creators. This is also why DeSantis chose to remove our history from the school system. They don't want their children to know what their ancestors have done to us. But with this new age that we have entered, everything in the dark must come to light, must face the light.
And that the Bani Israel line, majority dark-skinned. Sayyidina Solomon alayhi salam, dark skin, is Queen Bilqis of Sheba, dark skin, Ethiopian, Eritrea, these entire regions. Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, very dark skin, not even Middle Eastern dark. So this was the lineage of Bani Israel. So anyone claiming that they're from Bani Israel, that must be their lineage. So we don't see that lineage. So that's questionable to what tribe they...
Welcome back. So in this video, we took a look at who the true Hebrews of the Bible are, as well as who the Gentiles of the Bible are. Over some centuries now, there has been some brainwashing as to who the Hebrews of the Bible are, and as well as the Gentiles of the Bible. And in this video, these people reveal to us who they believe the true Hebrews of the Bible are, as well as who the Gentiles of the Bible are. Now, the lady stated that the tribe of Judah is scattered across all the nations. And whilst she was reading her Bible at an early age, when she had not been indoctrinated with any kind of doctrines, and she was able to read on her own and pray to God for guidance and understanding, she was able to find out that the tribe of Judah will be scattered across the nations. That is, they'll be found in different parts of the world. So she kept asking herself as to who these people are, and then got to know that through the transatlantic slave trade, people were taken all the way from Africa and shipped from Africa to different parts of the world. And now we have a lot of people, black people, in all these nations. Meanwhile, they were not there originally. For instance, we have black Americans, that is, black people who, through the transatlantic slave trade, ended up in the United States of America. And she says that these are the true Hebrews of the Bible, because through this transatlantic slave trade, people from Africa, most especially West Africa, were taken forcefully from their home country and then scattered across the world. They were taken to Europe, to South America, to North America, and all these other parts of the world that we find black people now. Now, this brainwashing has gone on for about 400 years. Now, white people instituted this white supremacy and thinking of themselves as superior as compared to the black people. And this reign has been on for about 400 years now, where whites are taught to be supreme. But he says that this reign will come to an end, and the true people of the tribe of Judah will also rise and take over the world. So he says God is going to restore what has been lost, and this was prophesied in the Bible. So all these revelations are things that are written down and coded in the Bible, but a lot of people give different interpretations to it in order for them to impose white supremacy on the black people in the world. So he says that the time of the Gentiles is up, and therefore no Supreme Court or any law can keep white supremacy any longer. It is now time for the true Hebrews to rise, and God will work his way through for the true Hebrews to rise. Let me know what you also think about this video and this revelation that they share with us in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to share this video to your friends and your family on other social media platforms like WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, X, Instagram, and other social media platforms. Also subscribe to the channel. Just click the subscribe button down here. Click on the subscribe button. Click also on the notification bell. And I'd like to see you again in my next video.